This hand gesture confirmed that the bot was connected to her brother because it was their secret handshake. Kid Cosmo tried to tell her that he possessed her brother's conscience using a picture they had taken earlier, but she didn't believe him because, after their accident, a doctor told her that her entire family had passed on. Since she had no one else, Liz was taken into the foster system. Her stepdad, like most human beings in that generation, spent most of his time inside the virtual reality world. During class time, all the students wore their headsets as instructed by the teacher, but Liz was not interested in a virtual reality class and often neglected wearing her headset. For this reason, she landed into trouble with the school principal. After a brief chat, the principal wanted to call her parents into school, but upon checking her file to retrieve their contacts, she saw that Liz had no parents. Therefore, as punishment, the principal sent her home early on suspension. After arriving home, she didn't tell her stepdad because he was still in the virtual reality world. That night, a noise outside the house woke her, and upon checking outside the window, a shadow passed abruptly. Then she ran and tried to get her dad's attention, but he was unresponsive. Hearing the intruder enter the house, Liz ran and hid under the bed, trying to save herself. Then robot footsteps entered the room and the bot lifted the bed to expose her. She quickly got up and pointed her penknife at Kid Cosmo. Noticing that he meant no harm and couldn't speak, the bot asked her to help with fixing its language system. Then he gestured to Liz that he was connected to the boy in the picture. At that moment, the stepfather came in, and seeing the robot made him so angry. He started yelling at Liz for bringing a robot into his house because such bots were outlawed. Because she wasn't listening, he pushed her and she fell on the robot. Seeing the tense situation, that's when Kid Cosmo tried to comfort his sister by making the secret hand gesture she shared with her brother. To defend his sister, Kid Cosmo started charging against the stepfather and pushed him to the floor. When he stood up, he ran towards the sitting room to pick a golf club and used it to attack the robot. Seeing that his attack had no effect, he picked up the phone to call the police. Thinking fast to save her brother, Liz tasered her stepdad while he was on the phone. Then both of them ran from the house and into the car. Because she was wearing an uncle monitor tracking device, she told the bot to remove it. As they were backing out from the driveway, the stepfather's robot came after them, but he wasn't able to stop them despite jumping on the vehicle. The next morning, they had a tire burst and Liz went to check the spare tire, but she found that it was also punctured. This meant that they were stuck. Therefore, they looked at a map to try and find alternative routes and means of transportation. Then Kid Cosmo pointed at a location on the map where they would go next. Liz recognized it because it was the same location from where her stepfather ordered his merchandise. Therefore, they both caught a train, with Liz hoping that at the end of their journey she would discover where her brother was connecting from.